What's up, everyone? Welcome.
I came in Friday and it was like
Got about 45 minutes of practice today, so we're gonna see what we got. There was a party in here last night, and I just threw a lot of house balls because that ball went dead straight. What's up? Happy Monday. How's everyone's Monday? I got a strike. 0. Good afternoon, everyone. What are we up to today? Looks like we got a house pattern here. Yeah, we might not strike at all, guys. We might not strike at all. Yeah. Help out here. What's up? I always make your day better. Dang, man. What do you mean it went down? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Are y'all balling like me? Ooh, might need a stronger ball. That is crazy. Oh, the 10-pin fell? I struck. You just bought an IQ 78. I should get my towel out. Why not? And probably another ball because shot 300 for the first time. Nice. A bit of hook. Oh, we're just back at it on the old Monday grind, getting some shots in. Not loose at all right now. Not loose at all. When I'm warming up, I kind of like to throw a couple shots that are like over exaggerated. Swing it really up. Just a couple of times. Ready for the Players' Championship in February. I'll be more ready come February 15th. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm going to have to bowl the PTQs. So I got to get in to the players from the PTQ. And I just got to get in right off the bat, you know. And then we're automatically in for the Masters. So that's nice. So what's up? Anyone, I guess no Thursday night league this week. It's got Christmas. Anybody got any Christmas plans? Any Christmas tournaments? There's a couple of tournaments being ran here in this bowling center this weekend. Scratch. You know what? I've never actually thrown a storm identity. Never drilled a single one. Which is kind of crazy. That might be the only ball I've never really thrown. We haven't struck yet. We got one. Got the straight line working. Glenn. Thank you, brother. Merry Christmas. That's the old one in a row. That was a string hit, you know? That could have carried. Merry Christmas, everyone. Any Christmas plans? You hate St. Charles Lanes. I get split castles, 9-pin, etc. You have a good feeling it's going to be your year. 2 wins with a major. How would I play red square? Well, red square is meant to be really difficult. So you just got to play close to the head. Play a little fade line. You start the foul line and work your way back, you know. You're off from work, Gene Perez. Man, oh man. We got Gene Perez. I'm doing drills so I can keep up with Gene, you know. I got to get into the tournaments this year and then somehow hold him off. Man. What do I think about the Ion Max for the 2023 USB-C pattern? 46-foot flat. Yeah, Ion Max is a good one. This is Aaron's family fun. Getting there. Let's see, Ion solid, baby. I'm good, Marcus. Thanks for asking. How are you? Happy Monday. I'm trying to kind of work out a little bit, and I don't know if I'm just getting old or if I'm actually a little sore. They all kind of blend together. All right, so at some point, our physical game's got to get in line, you know, where there's really no misses like that. I mean, that was terrible, but There's a level of control of the ball that you need to compete on tour. And if you get into the line of fire without that control, you're going to die. All right. Lane 2 7 fins. I know, man. Lane 2 is, dude. How are you doing? Doing great. How are you doing? Pretty good, sir. We're watching your videos a year or so ago. Really brought back that passion for bowling. I'm not yet at 200 average, but I'll get back there. Oh, yeah. You got 200 average. You got 200 average. I mean, if you get a good spare game, it's hard not to average. Okay, we got one in a row. All right, we got to do better than this. So that shot was out of line. It was not a accurate shot. On the ones that are left, feeling good about the tour season. You know, you can only bowl bad for so long. Very tricky game, though. I'm going to be honest. Bowling's always been a hard game, but right now I think it's the easiest to get caught up in just whatever to anything that can make you shoot 160. There's just so much transition with all the rev rate and all the new bowling balls. Dude, this lane might be the worst lane. Like, there is no pocket on this lane whatsoever. Does anyone play the bowling game? What about the PBA bowling game? Come on. That shit. You beat Kyle a couple times. That ain't hard to do. How is it? How's the game? I need to play. We got one in a row. We got a strike. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, I am excited for the PBA Tour to start back up. I really am. There's nothing better than the best bowlers in the world in the same bowling center. It doesn't happen nearly enough. That was a pretty good shot. The swing was a little lower on that one. That's all right. House balls, man. It is quiet in here. It is so quiet in here. It is so nice. I can't describe to you how nice it is to be. We got the television on, some football. All right, what am I doing? Every time I miss a little bit right, it stays to the right, but if I go high, I forfeit. Got started. Not forfeit. All right, we got that one started. Hoodie's fire. I know, man. What? My audio isn't connected to the left. Dang it. Now it is. Why? Where are you at, man? Where are you at? 16 minutes in? Maybe that's why it's quiet in there. Thank you. That's a one bagger. All right, we're good. We're good. We have a one bagger, and we're gonna turn it into a two bagger. We figured it out. We have totally figured out exactly what to do on this lane. We're just gonna get it started early with a little whipper and snapper, a little whipper snapper release up the back. Too early. Now that shouldn't have hooked that much. You dick. The hard part is if I open up the angles of pinch, it stays there. A little too much whippersnapper, Call that too much paw. Four pin. Man, I really thought that was gonna do it. What are you thinking will be SPI's ball of the year? Ball of 2025? Nah, I just try and get 12 in a row. Chiefs are actually going to Kansas. I think so. I think all the clues lead to them leaving Arrowhead. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Just build the coolest stadium you possibly can. Whatever. That was nice, by the way. I don't know if you guys are watching. But that was nice. Man, so yeah, just take. I love Arrowhead. Been there a million times, but now, it's especially coming like I lived in St. Louis where they had the Rams and it was downtown and the parking garage was downtown and it was cramped and just crowded and there was no tailgating because everyone was parking in a parking garage and then you go to a place like Arrowhead and there's like all this open land to throw the football as far as you want and it's next to the Royal Stadium and sometimes like during the Super Bowl they put the game up on the Jumbotron and the Royals and it's all like one facility. It's like, dang, that's pretty magical to have that. All that room right there. Which is why I'm kind of against it going like downtown. Now, if it goes to Kansas where it's by the Legends, there's plenty of land out there. So that'd be fine. Makes it a little farther to get there. But man, lane two. Lane 2 in the Den at Aaron's is just one of the tougher lanes. There's no pocket. Oh, Team Calm. Patrick Mahomes will have a better chance to win next year. Well, yeah, he doesn't have a good chance to win this year. Gonna miss the sports complex, though. Like you said, something about it so open was real cool. It was, man. It really was. But I don't mind it out there in the Legends. It's kind of a cool area. It's got the NASCAR stadium. It's got the casino and the Legends shopping area, obviously. And a lot of stadiums want to build a lot of restaurants around it and a lot of bars that they could charge $10, $15 a drink and like make it like the super money-making complex. But there was something really nice about there just being a stadium and just two stadiums. But I also feel like they could have just built around. Like there's so much room right there. But then again, Raytown hasn't been the greatest. It's technically in Raytown. That's where I grew up. And over the past like 10 years, it hasn't been like the greatest area. It's not bad, but I don't know if they just want to get out of there and go to something more secluded. Is that our first double? But honestly, if you're the owner of the Chiefs and you're on the biggest high right now, might as well just spend the $1 billion and make yourself this insane fancy. But it will be different, man. There's something about Arrowhead. The way it looks and feels, the freezing cold, the cold concrete. Man. So you're not noticing a huge difference between string pins and regular pins? You ever think about creating your own bowling center? Yeah. Give me an unlimited budget, and I'll have that thing. Biggest bowling hot take? I have no idea. Head coach of the Chiefs, the manager of the Royals. Merry Christmas. Got 3 in a row. Considering that's by far the farthest we've gotten, 12 in a row seems kind of crazy. Oh, that was bad. Oh. That was the coolest. Okay. All right. I got. Yeah, I'll be up here tomorrow. Okay. Okay. All right. Biggest blow up I've ever had. I've had a lot of blow ups, especially in my own head. I don't know, man. I've thrown a few things. I've come back. I remember in Vegas one time, I came back in the room and took my wallet. And wham! It was one of those like open wallets where my cards went flying everywhere. Maybe it was like a clip. Maybe I just had all my cards clipped. But yeah. I've never really punched anything or broken my hand or anything, though. 4. My bad, guys. My bad. I forgot the... There we go. You don't get as many 10s out. Yo, I know, man. The 10 pin sucks. No. I have no gauge of whether a shot's good or not. No, I never had a jersey with a bald eagle on it. Camera blurry. So it gets blurry when I go to the... I wish there was a light shining in front of the pins. Five. Oh, we already changed it. Can't believe it. It's half a dozen. The run I had in the cashers last year was sick. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Bradley. Well, the whole cashers, I went like +9 or 11 in qualifying or something. And I was standing all the way to the right. And it didn't really matter what ball I was throwing. I was just playing this like dead heater line at the 1-3. I'd strike 2 or 3 times a game, maybe. And hopefully I just left a single pin and I made it. And for all those games of qualifying, I essentially just left single pins and made them for a +9. That's literally every game. I could have struck out over 2-10, never did. Shot 2-0, 190. Then we come in the next day, and I go 170, 160, 170, 160, or 70 or 80 or something. I think it was 5 games, maybe another 170. Had nothing. And this pattern was impossible, but it was really long. And I saw a Troop playing inside, and he was doing well. And I'm like, well, now I got to like get in there and slow wheel it. But there was no slow wheeling, so you had to like play tight. So I got in there the last game before they cut to the top 8. I'm in like 20th now. I went from 6th to like 20th. And I jump in and I catch like a 4-bagger. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Somehow, I mean, the line I'm playing is so tight that if I miss this much to the right, it's gone. But the only thing I'm focusing on is getting it to hook as early as possible because it's 1,000,000 feet of oil. So somehow, I mean, it's a pure miracle. I think I leave like a 5 pin in the 8th. I go like 4-bagger, spare, turkey. Got 79 off the sheet, leave something in the 8th or 9th. And then like I need to strike out to shoot 250 to have a chance. And the first one off my hand was a little missed. I missed it by a pinch. And this thing just barely tipped. And it like knocked the 4-pin forward for a strike. And I was just like, no way did that hook. I mean, I missed it off my hand and it hooked. That's how you know you're like in the right spot, right part of winning, right ball. But shoot 250, qualify 8th, bowl Troop, and got lucky because the pair we bowled on was a super slick pair. So he was doing the whole left to right thing and just had nothing, and that kind of worked for me to. I also caught a pretty lucky Brooklyn like in the 9th, I think, game 3. And then I bowled Kyle. And you couldn't change the surface of your bowling ball. That's the kicker of this tournament is once you get a match play and you start your match, once you go into the next match, you can't change any surface. So Kyle had one ball with a ton of surface that looked really good. The other ones didn't look as good. Well, he threw it in the match before and won, and then all the surface had worn off of it. Well, I had hit 3 or 4 other balls with 180 grit. So I just went to a new ball at 180 grit against Kyle, and that got me to the win there. And then I went to another ball at 180 grit, and an Origin in the title match. Just didn't even throw it all week. I just needed a ball at 180, and then it looked better than what Eric Jones had. Pretty miracle run. All right, 6 in a row. We got 6 in a row. We're gonna do it. All right. Shouldn't have taken that break. Please, please. Oh, no way. Dude, how does that 4-pin not fall? It slid all the way to the 8-pin spot. What are you doing? I guess that's my fault. Can you believe I just got that 4-pin to slide that far without it falling over? That is lane 2, man. All right. Merry Christmas. I clean the ball after every shot. Clean the ball? No, I just wipe it off. Yeah, that was an interesting rule with the Bradley, is not being able to touch the surface of your bowling balls in between matches. I don't know why they do that, but it created an interesting dynamic. Oh, that'll strike. I'm going to have to get off here relatively soon, in about 10 minutes. Tour starts middle of February. What other center do I think is difficult? Hijinks in Jonesboro. All centers I've seen play easy. So if we've been there enough, except Coldwater, actually. I've bowled at Coldwater a lot, but I'm not sure I've ever seen it like kind of easy. We've bowled at Hijinks before where it's kind of easy. All right. We got 2. When using a new ball, is there a checklist of things you try to learn as you use the ball? Yeah. Does it absorb oil? And how long, if it doesn't, how long does it take? Does it need a little bit of surface? Because if I throw a bowling ball and then afterwards it feels greasy, I don't like that. It's got to do like a good job of absorbing the oil. Three. What's the best ball released by Storm this year? For me personally, I'm gonna say the RST Hybrid Dry Pearl, just because I had a pretty good run with it for a month. Is that 4? Is that 4-pin gonna cost me a 300? Really? Oh no, I had the 3-pin right after it. That's a roto grip. Ah, it's the same thing. Big TJ 827. I have a feeling. I know who that is. I know who Big TJ 827 is. At least I have a guess. We're at 4. Dude. No love. Yeah, dog. Big TJ. You just bought the Hybrid Dry Pearl. Your timing looks very great right now. National Bowling Stadium. I don't know if they're no, they're not hosting the PBA this year. Man, I gotta go back to 0, bro. This is some bull butter. We had a 6-bagger and a 4-bagger. We have a 40% strike percentage. Uh-huh. Sure. Is being up the back better? No, I mean, if you're playing straighter, maybe. It kind of just depends on the situation. Any tips to help change access or to get a bit more horizontal? Well, practice. I don't really know how easy it is to change your access, but to change your hand positions, you just got to practice them. Do the no step, do the 1 step. We got a 1-bagger, guys. We have a uno en a row. Terrible. I think I need to get my foot like straighter when I slide. I ordered a pair of 3Gs. I need to check and see if they've come. Uh-oh. That's not good. I got a text message from Spencer Robarge saying they're limiting our greatness. So that probably means we're not going to be able to bowl Springfield doubles together. No. Kevin Williams. No 2 PBA guys together. In the Springfield doubles. Buffaloing it up. You up in Buffalo North and Raleigh. Nice. Tell them I said hello. We miss the old Buffalo family. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that was good. Sometimes you got to give yourself some credit, you know? You just got to throw it like that. You can tell by the 3-pin. The 3-pin was paralyzed. It just sat there and went down. 3-bagger. Sorry, guys. I'm messing up here. All right. We have a 3-bagger. We just need to do that 4 times. Please. What? Stupid lane. I'm just going to blame anything but me. Grab Mikey Tang to bowl with in doubles. It's a good idea. I don't think Mikey Tang will want to go to Springfield, Missouri, though. He's got some kiddos at home. Yeah, make some bowling content about how it's like going from a new bowler to a PBA Tour bowler, you know? Dude. Man. Bummer, dude. Buffalo Centers are goated. Yep, came off my hand a little early. You got 100 Venmo? All right. Well, this is our last chance because I'm going to have to end the stream here in about 5 minutes. We got one. Yep. You know, sometimes. Any pointers on how to average 220, how a average 220 league bowler to start in the PBA? Just go to a regional. You'll figure it out from there. Go to a regional. If it doesn't go well, then good. Just pay attention to what the better bowlers are doing, see what balls are throwing, see where they're playing on the lanes. Come back Sunday if you want. Watch and just watch. Watch the better bowlers, see what they do. But you have to go. I mean, you don't have to sign up. Even if there's a regional close, just like go and watch what they do and where they play, and then. But the best is to just sign up. Yeah, go bowl. They actually have one. I saw they announced today that they have one January or February 1st. I was thinking about going and bowling it in Chandler, Arizona, just to have something to bowl. But I might not. I don't know. We'll see. I was young when I started bowling. I've been bowling for 40 years, not 300. Will this last that long? Yeah, I'm not going to get a 300 today. If I did, it would take me forever. Do I tape my middle fingers? All right, I'm going to give this one last shot. We're at 0. We got this. Okay, we only got 9 minutes left on our timer too, so. Any particular ball for a two-handed lefty? You should probably get urethane. Now this is speed bowling. Okay. That was not a very good shot. Don't let the strike fool you. There's a little left. You can see me wearing the green jacket at the U.S. Open. I look like that kind of guy, huh? Just the old green jacket at the U.S. Open guy, huh? That's string pins right there. They just don't. Do I dislike two-handed bowling? Yes. I hate bowling against them. They make the lanes hard. Oh, no, I don't hate them. right. That's it. Yeah, Iron Pro Solid's great. This one's got a lot of oil in it. Do you tighten up your line? No, you really just gotta. There's no exact way to pull against a lot of rev rate, but the angles are generally more open. So a lot of the oil is doing this, kind of getting pushed sideways. And a lot of times you just got to play that line. You just got to get in there. And I don't throw it lefty. No, I'm pretty bad lefty. All right, that's it for the challenge. I'm out on the challenge. Dunzo. Two finger. Why? Why do you want me to throw a two finger? You don't need me to throw a two finger. It's your last 2 weeks of league, and you're going to go two-handed for these last games. That's funny. Might as well. Started 2 years ago and averaged 210 now. Thanks, you guys are helping me get to where I'm at now. Yeah, no problem. What's so hard about it? Grab yourself a coffee or something, consolation prize. Mike, I appreciate you, brother. You're the best. I love a good sympathy $10. It's like, this guy, he's never gonna get that 300, so might as well give something for it. But that two-handed strike right there, might be hitting it up. Convert to two-hand, no thumb, and get a major. It's not that easy. I'd probably hook the ball a little better, but I'd still probably miss cuts. Spares are the tough part. Darren shoots his spares one-handed, which I find that to be pretty tough to do, go from two-handed to one-handed. Yeah, no problem. Not gonna now until you try. I mean, don't you want to... Merry Christmas, RJ. Where can you go bowl on competitive sport patterns? I don't know. I live in Kansas City, a pretty big town. I've always had kind of access to the ability to do that. I've had a lot of centers put down patterns for me. Even when I was young, Sterling Bowl, Laurel Lanes, here, Aaron's, Gladstone. They've all been willing. Lunar, Summit. PGA 2026. You mean the video game? Happy holidays. Thanks, everyone. The video game came out. We have we got a sale going on right now on our website. If you guys are interested. So if you buy anything on our website using the code Mary20, you get 20% off. So merch and coaching. So our merch, we have accessories, hoodies, shirts, jerseys. I'm just going to put that link. And if you use the code Mary20, you're going to be entered into a contest where we give away a Phase 2 Pearl, it's 39 too old to what? You're about to give up on bowling after a year. I'm stuck in 160 average. Have you ever felt like you're in a slump and you can't get out of it? Yeah. I mean, you rarely feel like you're not in a slump. Yeah, if you buy a T-shirt or anything using code Mary20, you'll be entered into a giveaway where we're giving away 2 balls, a Phase 2 Pearl and an X Factor. I played the beta. I have not played it since it came out, the new PBA. So I'm going to. I'm going to get my computer set up here in Kansas City and load it up. Buffalo Lanes. We've only been there once. Really, my only time ever in North Carolina. It was a good time though. Great family, very cool family. How many career 300s? I don't know. 60? I feel like 70 is a lot. I don't bowl a whole lot of leagues, so my 300s that I shoot at the year are just in PBA tournaments. And I don't know, like probably the past 10 years I average like 2 a year. I really don't shoot a whole lot. But I'm pretty sure every year I've at least had a 299 every year on tour for like the past 10 years. I've had a good amount of 300s on tour. I would at least shoot 1 a year. And if not, I would have like something close. Maybe had like 4 or 5 one year. I had back-to-back one year, actually, in North Carolina, Wilmington. That was pretty fun. Next Factor Suite. It is. It's a good one. This is Aaron's Family Fun Center. 19-year-old, 3 years ago, high school, Wednesday night in the league, went 299, 298, 235, so close to number 1. Yeah, that's awesome. I drilled a lot of balls this year. My guess would be 60. I feel like that's a lot. That's way more than the average person drills. But a lot of them are on tour. And like when you bowl a lot of tournaments, you want fresh equipment, and if you have the contract, you know. Whoa, another $10 dono. As someone who used to play straighter, I now struggle with it. Can you throw a shot up first arrow and talk through lining up? Yeah, so you gotta, when you're playing straighter, you can line up as if you're like playing straight, you know, line up like with the boards. So if you're hooking the ball, you want to be open, kind of open the body. If you're closed, or if you want to play straight, you want your angles to be closed. Pay attention to the hips and the shoulders pointing left if you're a righty. So if your swing loops, if you have like a figure 8 swing and it kind of loops this way, look what happens to my shoulders and hips. They open up. So if you're hooking the ball, this is okay because it gets your hips and your shoulders in the direction that you want your angle of your ball to go. Now this type of style is more popular with high rev, and anytime your angles are more open than closed, slower ball speed a lot of times is the correct way to go. Even if the lanes hook a lot and you're inside and you're open and you use a lot of ball speed, it's going to be very difficult to create the right reaction. Okay, so on the opposite side of a loopy swing, in order to play straight, it's really nice to have a straight swing, or if anything, a straight swing. I don't want to say like, I don't want the swing to bump out this way, but if the swing did bump out this way, away from your body a little bit, that would square your hips up really well. So that's a practice I use, that when I'm wanting to play straight and to make sure my angles are in front of me, I like to practice, you know, closing everything up at the beginning. When I walk, I feel I stay closed, I stay pointing to the left, and then I'll practice a little bit my swing bumping out this way, because then I can come in through this way and have my angles more in front of me instead of, and most people, a normal shot, their very basic normal shot is open. It's very rare to have like angles go exactly in the direction of the boards. That's an old school game that just doesn't get played with anymore. But it's a great practice to do, to tighten everything up and to actually try and get the ball to roll directly with the boards. And then once you get your angles right, playing straight becomes easier, because then you can just get your hand in the right spot. The ball motion just gives you it just gives it to you. Toughest pattern I've ever bowled on. All right. I actually have to go, unfortunately. Toughest pattern I ever bowled on. I can sit here and talk all day. The 37-foot U.S. Open pattern in Lincoln, where how are we doing? Where Belmo threw plastic. So I'm into this right now. I'll be out here in about 5 minutes. 2024 average is good. That same 37-foot pattern, Norm went in there with a promotion and played up 3 and went 120 over. Second place was 2 over, and there were only 2 people plus on the whole tournament on that pattern. So, all right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I will see you later. Use the code Mary20. We appreciate you as always. Probably gonna be back tomorrow to practice. So enjoy bowling league tonight. Enjoy talking with you, and we'll see you later.